This is only one of the 4 watches I bought during my Japan trip. Now keep watching as I share the full story of my watch hunting adventure and review all of the watches I brought home. I didn't expect to find this watch at the very first store that we stumbled into. Yeah, stumbled because this store wasn't even on my itinerary. But looking at that huge building seemed pretty convincing, and I was right. They do sell watches here, and wow, a whole floor of them. From Rolex to Longines to Casio, they have it all. I obviously went straight to their Seiko section. Now, after walking around, I found it.
Which one? The
white one. And there it was, the Seiko SBSC 009. I turned to my husband and said, "I'm buying this now." He was obviously stunned. It was literally minutes into our day 1 of watch hunt. So he was like, don't you want to check out other watches or shops? And I went, "No, trust me, this watch is a bit hard to find and the price here is pretty good." The final price, around 41,000 yen after tax deductions and a nice 7% discount coupon just for following their Instagram. Pro tip here, some stores don't clearly label which ones are JDM models, like this SBSC 009, there's no label at all. If you didn't do your research, honestly, you wouldn't even know that it's a JDM model. But sometimes they do label it. Anyhow, it's just better if you do some research first before hunting down these JDM watches. I also want to mention that this wasn't the only place that sells this model. At the time, to my surprise, I spotted it twice throughout my Japan trip. I saw it in the Seiko boutique store in Shinsaibashi and also in Yodobashi Camera in Umeda. But the Seiko boutique is selling the watch at a higher price. It's around 61,000 yen, while both Yodobashi Camera and Ideon are selling it for around 49,000 yen before tax deductions. So yeah, I arrived in Japan with an empty wrist and now I'm heading with at least one. Awesome. Later that day, I also swung by Big Camera to just see if I could find another SBSC 009, but no, I can't find it. And I told my husband, "Told you." Big Camera is similar to Ideon with a floor dedicated to watches, but it was just a very quick visit as I didn't find any watches that I wanted. Then we went to Shinsaibashi area, where obviously I can't resist popping into the Seiko boutique store, and of course the Grand Seiko right next door. The salesperson there was really wonderful. I requested to wind the watch because yeah, I really wanted to see that smooth sweeping second hand. Amazing. Shinsaibashi is awesome, by the way. It's a busy shopping street, but there's this one area where all the watch brands are clustered together. Later that day, I also wanted to check out some used watches, so I stopped at Book of Plus. But honestly, it was another quick visit, just one shelf of used watches, and nothing really caught my eye. So yeah, 5 minutes and I was already out. Then we went to American Village Flea Market BB, and whoa, this place is packed, and I mean seriously packed. It's packed with antiques, collectibles, vintage trinkets. Yeah, it was a pretty cramped store and it goes pretty deep. It was a challenge bringing a cranky baby inside. So I waited until my 1-year-old nap and did another visit. And that's where I saw them, all these vintage watches. I was overwhelmed. There are so many here, but yeah, in a good way. Thankfully, the staffs are really friendly and they are very helpful as well. They spoke excellent English and I managed to ask for help in considering my first vintage King Seiko. But after deliberating and considering its price, I realized I need to learn more about these watches before pulling the trigger. So yeah, I left empty-handed. So that's my day 1 of watch hunting. Here are some clips. Guys, I finally done it! My Osaka watch shopping. If you're traveling and hunting watches with a baby, with a 1-year-old baby, it's pretty challenging. So it gets pretty tiring. So I just went to a few shops, including this very nice vintage shop. The people there are very helpful, like they know their stuff very well. I've seen few King Seiko's watches. They look pretty good, but I feel at that price range, I just feel I can't pull the trigger yet. I feel I'm not ready for vintage watches at that kind of price. But good news is, I got a watch. I actually bought a watch. I was shocked because I didn't expect to be that easy to find. I was expecting to hunt this watch down. But guess what? I actually got it. Let's just hope I don't drop it to the ground. I was so excited over this watch that it didn't take long to confirm the purchase. I saw it and I'm like, okay. I told my husband, this one, we're getting this. My husband was shocked because it was literally the first shop, and then straight away I saw this. It was that quick. Check it out. It is pretty big, I'm not gonna lie. I admit that it's pretty huge. But I got it. What do you guys think about this watch? I'm so happy. Guys, guess what? Instead of buying watches, I collect watch books. I went to each like a booth and asked the salesperson, can I get this? Can I get this? I got 4. Yay! So yeah, that wraps up day 1 of watch hunting. Tiring, but really worth it. I'm so happy with my experience on day 1. Day 2 was a bit more relaxed. Honestly, I was so happy with my SBSC 009 that I got a bit lazy. So after eating lots of sashimi at a nearby fish market, we decided to casually check out Yodobashi Camera in Umeda, another huge building with floors dedicated to everything from camping gear, golf, kids' toys, and of course, watches. If you're short on time in Japan, I highly recommend hitting up stores like this, Yodobashi Camera, Big Camera, or Ideon. They got tons of watch brands in one place. Plus, Yodobashi has a whole floor for kids with toys, so it's perfect if you're traveling with little ones. Now back to the watches. I spotted some surprising ones like this SKX007 and SKX009. Yeah, it was surprising because at least you can still get them new here. So I spotted it again here in Yodobashi Camera in Umeda. They also sell these watch boxes and quite a quirky watch holders. Yeah. They even have these older Seiko 5s. As I was browsing for a JDM model for my brother, my husband pointed out this one, the Seiko SBDC213, or more commonly known as SPB 511 internationally. I didn't know much about it at first, but that white wavy dial and that greyish brownish matte bezel, really stunning. Then it hit me. This was a limited edition watch commemorating the 60th anniversary of Seiko's first diver, the 1965-62 MAS. It reminded me of the Tudor Black Bay, which I love, but I think realistically I just wouldn't pay that amount for that watch. So this Seiko is a great alternative with its own history and design. The bracelet was solid with a quick micro adjust feature like Tudor's. My husband tried on and really loved it, and soon, yeah, I was sold too. It's a pretty hefty watch, it's pretty heavy, and yeah, it's pretty pricey as well. But anyhow, we decided to purchase it. We bought it for around 171,000 yen, Yeah, like what I said, it's a bit pricier for a Seiko diver, but still a better deal than outside Japan. Of course, I'm planning a full in-depth review of all these Japan watches soon, so hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications to stay updated. After buying it, my husband decided to keep it in the box for now. We also visited Watch Kuoe, a used watch shop which just 7 minutes away. It's a pretty cool shop. They presented their watch in a very friendly manner, so you can just walk around and just see which one you want. So I spotted another King Seiko. To be honest, it's a bit nicer than the ones in American Village, but after spending so much on the SBDC 213, I just couldn't justify another big purchase, especially on a vintage watch. Yeah, I just think it's not for me right now. So like what I mentioned, my husband decided to keep the watch inside the box until we headed to Kyoto. So I was wearing that and I was walking around Arashiyama, and that's where we noticed something was really off. The watch was running almost an hour fast. Initially, I thought I set the watch wrongly, but when I wind it, I literally saw the second hand jump. I didn't catch it on camera, but trust me, it was clear that this watch that we just bought was defective. Obviously, both my husband and I are annoyed and a bit disappointed, especially since we were already in Kyoto with all our travel plans set. So after discussing with a Seiko boutique in Kyoto, the staff suggested bringing it back to Yodobashi camera, as warranty repairs there could take months. So yeah, we went back to Osaka. It kinda threw our travel plans off, but luckily Umeda is a pretty fun area. We checked out some character shops, the Nintendo store, Pokemon Center, yeah. Just had a wonderful time there. When we got to the Yodobashi camera in Umeda, the staff were amazing. They really listened to us, took the watch for inspection, and told us to come back in 2 days. 2 days later, after another quick 30 minutes train ride from Kyoto, they handed us a brand new SBDC 213. Huge shout out to them, and I'm very glad that they actually replaced the whole watch rather than trying to fix it. Then this time I told my husband to wear it, no more keeping it inside the box. And I also asked for a free gift. It's this one. And I got it. Now let's talk Kuoe. So many of you recommended Kuoe, so obviously I wasn't going to miss this one. So we got here earlier. It's just 10:05. I just want to be early because here's Japan. Shout out to Kuoe for allowing me to come in here earlier, 30 minutes earlier than their official opening hours, so that I can film the watches without any distraction and noises. Because as for what I can see, there will be a huge crowd later. Yeah, so I can't wait to get inside. So I was quickly introduced to Shuhei from Kuoe with a warm welcome, and he explained how to correctly pronounce Kuoe.
We are Kuo. It's a silent C last, so some people pronounce like a Kuo or Kuoe, but correct pronunciation is Kuo.
Inspired by vintage watches, like some classic design.
As Shuhei explained their product offerings, honestly, I was spoiled with choices. So to make things easier, I was shown the Kyoto exclusive models only, and here they are. We have lots of options here. Let's check out this one. This is Old Smith, 35mm. I really like the bronze. I never had a bronze watch before, so this is very nice. This is Old Smith 38. Royal Smith. As you can see, their store experience is really open. The watches are all laid out in front of you without a glass barrier, and you can choose your straps from bracelets, leather straps to nylon straps. It's so soft.
I know.
Oh, I
I
was
think this
surprised.
is one of the comfortable leather strap, I guess.
Hey. Hey, no joke, it's like really very soft. These are pretty good as well.
This one's also calf leather.
Honestly, I thought I would like the sombrero, but the Royal and Old Smith just clicked to me more. I was just saying I'm liking this more than what I thought. Because normally I don't like this kind of case, like I'll just brush it aside. It's pretty nice though. After looking back and forth and chit-chatting with Shuhei, we finally decided. My third watch that I got from Japan is this one, the Kuoe Old Smith 90002 in 35mm. This is my first ever bronze watch. I actually prefer the bronze before it gets that aged look, but the idea of it developing its own unique patina based on my own environment kinda sold this watch for me. My husband, on the other hand, really likes this one, probably more than me. He picked the 35mm for its truer to vintage sizing and chose the Kyoto store exclusive blue dial. These exclusives aren't available online, they're only available in this store. So yeah, you need to drop by here if you really want these colors. As for me, I'm getting the Kuoe Royal Smith 90010, a reverse penta dial that's also a store exclusive because it's been discontinued online. I was torn between the grainy and vertical dials. The grainy ones seem much less legible in the store lighting, but under sunlight, it was pretty legible. So I'm really glad that I went with this one. Although the price for this one was above my budget, I just love the design so much. And to have a triple calendar watch, it was really amazing. This is my first ever triple calendar watch, and for it to come in reverse panda, I just couldn't resist. I need to have it. You can choose your case back to either be transparent or with a gold Kuoe medallion. I decided on the latter because in my opinion it's just something more unique. Kinda reminds me of that vintage King Seiko. Huge thanks again to Kuoe team, and again a shout out to Shuhei if you're watching this video. Thank you so much for your assistance. I had a wonderful shopping experience and I highly recommend the audience to check out this store in person if you're in Kyoto or even in Korea and soon in Tokyo. I genuinely enjoyed my Kuoe watches and even wore them for the rest of the trip in Japan. So that's my Japan watch hunting adventure. 4 amazing watches: the Seiko SBSC 009, the Seiko SBDC 213, Kuoe Old Smith, and Kuoe Royal Smith. I will obviously do an in-depth review on each of these watches, so please subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay updated when I post those videos. Also, please like this video and comment down below which one of these 4 watches is your favorite. For now, I'll be enjoying my new watches. Thanks for watching and I'll see you guys in the next one.